West, the sky is clear and the field is in excellent shape. The Hawkeyes now sporting a 2-3-1 record, and the Gophers of Minnesota a single win in the conference, a 6-0 win over the University of Michigan. For 3 straight years, the Gophers have defeated the Hawkeyes, and the Hawks are out this day to stop that string of 3, and the Gophers, of course, trying to extend that to 4 games. It's Roberts kicking off for the Hawkeyes, and receiving will be Ramseth of Minnesota, who returns at about 17 yards. Out to the 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Gophers from that spot. A long count quarterback this afternoon. Sadik hands to Reed, breaks through an opening over right tackle, reverses just a bit, and scrambles for 17 yards. 1st and 10, out to the Gopher 45-yard line. White-shirted Gophers and the black-shirted Hawkeyes. Sadik, quarterback, over the right guard spot for 2, and it brings it out to a 2nd and 8 on the 47-yard line in Gopher territory. Farthing, the speedy halfback for the Gophers, gets a pitch back, and he tries to go wide to the left, but he's smacked for a 4-yard loss on the left side of the field as Deutsch trips him up at the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 12 on the Gopher 43. This is Reed on a pitch back. Tries to go around left end, smacked at the line of scrimmage at the far side of the field by Bobby Greer and Hilgenberg. Punt down for the Gophers, 4th and 12 on the 43-yard line. Ski, the punter, gets it away, and Bobby Sherman signals for a fair catch for the Hawkeyes. So the Hawkeyes have it with no score in the ball game, 1st and 10 from their own 17. Rogers slams over right guard, finds an opening, spins for about 9 yards. We're at 2nd and just short of a yard to go for the 1st down. Rogers is stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Hawks are penalized in that play for offside, so Bobby Greer tries it over left tackle, but Bobby's good only for a pair. So it's a 3rd and 4 on the Iowa 23. Snook in the pocket to pass. Shoots down the field, and it's complete to Paul Krause for a gain of 8. But again, the Hawks were penalized for offsides. So it's a 3rd and 9, and Bobby Greer slants over left guard and picks up 2 yards. 4th and 7 for the Hawkeyes on their own 20, and Mike Riley booms the punt off to Farthing, and Farthing returns at 3 yards. This is Paul Krause making the tackle on the far side of the field. The Gophers were penalized for clipping on the play, so it's 1st and 10 for the 23. Sadik, the quarterback for the Gophers, this time hands to Reed on the play that broke him loose in the first play of the game, but he's smacked this time for only a 3-yard pickup, for it's 2nd and 7 on the Gopher 26-yard line. Farthing gets a handoff over left tackle, but he's good for just a single yard. Very fine defensive work by Mike Riley. 3rd and 6 on the Gopher 27. This time it's Harris, and Harris cuts sharply and picks up 3. Hilgenberg in on the tackle. And with a 4th and 3 on the Minnesota 30, the Gophers are in punt formation. Ski punts to Paul Krause for a fair catch, but the Hawkeyes are offside in the play, and the Gophers get their 1st down back on the 35-yard line to continue their march down the field. Called by quarterback Sadik this time is hands to Harris over right guard, and Harris spins for 4. With a 2nd and 6 on the 39, Farthing tries to skirt the left end position, and he picks up a single yard. Let's watch the play. Good defensive end work on the far side, and the linebackers Krause and Riley on the tackle. So it's 3rd and 5 big yards to go out to the Gopher 40. And this time, Sadik goes to the air lanes. To his left, spots Ronley down the field, and it's incomplete. So it's a 4th and 5 for the Gophers from the 40. Ski punts, and again, Bob Sherman signals for the fair catch. Just short of the 20, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Hawkeye 18, in possession of the Iowa Hawkeyes. This time, Lonnie Rogers over left tackle picks up 4. 2nd and 6 on the Iowa 22. Snook takes the ball around his own left end and finally picks up 3 big yards on the play. 3rd and 3 on the 25. Snook is back to pass, nobody's open, and they smack him for a loss of 12 yards, fumbles on the play, and it's recovered by the Gophers of Minnesota. 1st and 10 from the 13. Reed picks up 2 over right tackle. Then with the 2nd and 8 on the Iowa 11, Lofquist gets the call and picks up about 1 yard over right guard. Leo Miller in on the tackle. And now it's touchdown for the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Let's watch it. 3rd and 7 on the Iowa 10. Sadik passes to Lofquist in the end zone. Here's the play. And the Gophers lead in the ball game, 6-0. Then with quarterback Sadik holding, Reed kicks the extra point, and the Hawkeyes trail 7-0. And that is the end of there are 4 minutes and 36 seconds left to play in that first quarter, and the Gophers holding on to that 7-0 lead. Reed kicking off for the Gophers to Bobby Greer. Bobby fumbles it, picks it up on about the 15-yard line, and he's smeared at the spot, and the Hawkeyes take over from that position. Snook at quarterback, 1st and 10 from the 15. Hands to Bobby Greer, and Bobby cuts in over his own center position for 3. Makes it 2nd and 7 on the Iowa 18. Here is Lonnie Rogers on a nice run over the middle, cuts to his left, spins and rambles for 13 yards, and a 1st and 10 out to the 31-yard line. In slow motion, let's watch this play. Lonnie Rogers around right end for 7 yards. Hard to bring down, and he's up for a 7-yard pickup. We're at 2nd and 3 on the Iowa 38-yard line. Bobby Greer hurdles for 2. Then it's 3rd and just short of a yard to go for the 1st down, and Bobby Greer makes it with plenty to spare. So we have a 1st and 10 on the Iowa 42-yard line. Gary Snook goes to the air lanes on this, fakes a handoff to Greer, goes to his right, spots Lonnie Rogers, who makes a sensational catch, and it's a pickup of 29 big yards in the play. 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line, the Gopher 29. Snook on a keeper around right end at the 30 to the 25 and inside the 25, and his overall pickup is 6 yards. 2nd and 4 on the Gopher 23. This time it's Rogers over right guard, spinning for 5. With the 1st and 10 on the Gopher 18, Snook is back to pass. He has no one open, tries to go up the middle, and is slammed for a loss of 6. So with the 2nd and 16 on the Gopher 24, the last play of the first quarter, Snook again is thrown for a loss of 9 yards on the play. So at the end of the quarter, the Hawkeyes trail the Gophers 7-0. The first play of the second quarter is 3rd and 26 on the Gopher 33. Snook is back to pass, spots Dick Dave Long, and it's off his fingertips and incomplete. With the 4th and 26 on the 33, Kraus holds, Roberts kicks, and the field goal attempt is short. An automatic touchback, and the Gophers have it 1st and 10 from their own 20, leading 7-0. Sadik, the quarterback, hands off to Reed. Reed slams a little wide over right tackle for 3, making it 2nd and 7 out to the Gopher 23. Sadik, mixing up his plays, goes to the air lanes on this play. Spots Farthing in the flat, and the pickup is 6 yards. With a 3rd and 1 on the Gopher 29, Reed picks up about 3 yards over right tackle, but Minnesota is penalized for offsides. Makes it 3rd and 6 on the Gopher 24. Sadik again goes to the air lanes and tries to hit Farthing. Watch this play. Paul Kraus comes in, makes an interception on the 40 to the 35 to the 30, and out of bounds on the far side of the field for 18-yard return on the interception. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 23. The Hawks have a break. Rogers over left guard for 2 single yards. Then with a 2nd and 8 on the 21, Snook tries to hit Dave Long. Watch this play, and it's incomplete. With the 3rd and 8 on the 21, here is a touchdown play. Snook passes, Webb catches, and streaks into the end zone for the touchdown. Snook to Webb for a 21-yard touchdown play. Let's watch the repeat of that play in slow motion. Snook is back, number 12, spots Webb. He has it at the 10, and he's into the end zone for the Iowa touchdown. Snook to Webb, a 21-yarder. And now Kraus will hold, and Roberts will kick. And the kick is wide, no good, and the Gophers lead 7-6. We have 13 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Roberts will kick off, and he gets off a boomer into the end zone for the automatic touchback. This is Jay Roberts kicking off for the Hawkeyes, trailing 7-6. So the Gophers will take it out on the 20-yard line, 1st and 20, 1st and 10 at the 20 rather, and leading 7-6. Peterson over right guard on a quarterback sneak for 3 yards. Then with a 2nd and 7 on the Gopher 23-yard line, Peterson gets around right end for a pickup of 9 yards. This is Peterson, the quarterback, faking the pitch out, keeping, reversing a bit, and scrambling for 9 yards. It's a first down out to the Gopher 32-yard line. Quarterback barking out his signals, taking plenty of time. Sharp over right tackle this time is good for 2. Then with a 2nd and 8 on the Minnesota 34-yard line, Harris slams over right guard for a 4-yard pickup. This is Harris, and his pickup is 4 yards. With a 3rd and 4 now out to the Gopher 38, here is a sharp fumble. Can't handle it. They scramble for it, and recovered in there by George Latta. So it's 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes from that spot, and it'll be at the 32-yard line. Sherman this time bulldozes his way for a pickup of 3, makes it 2nd and 7 on the 29-yard line in Minnesota territory. Snook is back to pass. Fires down, it's incomplete, intended for Paul Kraus. 3rd and 7 on the 29-yard line. Snook is in the pocket. Nobody's open, goes to his left, points out a blocker, streaks to the sideline, and he is tripped up as the tackler pulled his jersey off, but it was a 3-yard pickup. With a 4th down, we try a field goal. The field goal is blocked. Jay Roberts picks it up, and it'll be played in at the 35-yard line, the spot of the tackle. So the Gophers have it, still leading 7-6 in the ball game. Peterson picks up a 1st down over left guard on the quarterback sneak, tackled in there by Latta. So it's 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Peterson once again, this time over left guard for 3, still quarterback sneaking. Then with its 2nd and 7 on the Gopher 48-yard line, Reed gets it over left tackle and pulls in for about 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 5 on the midfield stripe. 7-6, Gophers leading, and Peterson, the quarterback, tries a pass. Tries to hit Druggers down the field, and here it is, incomplete and out of bounds. So at the midfield stripe, it's 4th and 5 on the Gophers punt. This is ski punting, and it'll go out of bounds on about the Hawkeye 20-yard line. So the Hawks will take it from that spot. They're still trailing in this ball game, 7-6. Rogers gets it over right tackle. His yardage is 2. 2nd and 8 on the 22. This time Snook fakes a handoff, drifts to his left, spots McDowell, fires, and it is incomplete. 3rd and 8, we're on the Iowa 22-yard line. And this time Rogers, over right guard on the draw, finds an opening, streaks up the middle, and picks up 10 yards of 1st down on the 32.